Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing character. Today, we are back over at Donets, fishing for just a little bit of everything, really. You may notice I spent some money on some baits. I spent 200 silver on stonefly larva. Was planning on going to Sura until I remembered I haven't unlocked Sura on this account. And once you buy baits, you can't return them. So we've got some stonefly larvae for the future, but it is what it is there. As far as what I've got right now, I've got size 24 hooks on the two bottom rods, both of them at a 10-meter clip with red worm, aiming for rough or nice little rough there, rough or mussels, things like that. Probably during the day, I'll switch over to algae and see what we can get out of that. Haven't had a chance to get my bolo rod in the water yet. I keep trying, but it's just been fish, 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 fish. And not amazing fish so far. I do need to make sure I get switch the quiver tips on the bottom rods here in a second too, because I've got the heavy quiver tips on. And we're not really going for big fish. That's why that one wasn't jiggling. $56 rough. Trying casters right now on the bolo rod. I may switch it out for something else in a bit. I wanted to buy bark beetle larvae, but they were sold out here completely. Small bream. Can't see the float through the trees. Another small bream. Nope. Saw some tension relieve on that and figured if fish was on it, I think it just got caught in the current. Nice, nice. Another little rough. And I missed whatever that was just because it was too far gone. I think I might switch off the bowler rod just because, at least with how active the bottom rods have been so far, I'm not going to have time to be able to watch something going that far out of my vision. So I may switch over to telestick to keep it close by. Another mace? Yep. Small mace. Let's go ahead and put algae on one of these two. Try our good old friend the mayfly larva for a second. The mayflies, not the mayfly larva. Small bream. All right, absolutely no interest on the mayflies. Let's try the actual mayfly larva. Some more mayfly larva, blood worms, and some algae there in that dig. This may not be the best float spot. It is kind of deep out there. All right, since the bottom rods have calmed down, let's go back to this. The bolo rod. And I'll try some cockchafers. I'll mess this bite up, evidently. Could have sworn there was a fish on there already. Seen some good nace. In the chats there too, so that's what I was taking a look at, is what they're biting on. Mainly stuff we don't have access to yet. Nowhere near live bait fishing yet, unfortunately. I think we did get a couple of bream I can chop up though. What depth do I even have? Oh, wow. I got this at super deep. That's why. I forgot to check that. Must have been Bremen, or no, I was eyed fishing with it last time. I remember that now. Nice white bream. It's making me think the casters attempt I did earlier was not valid because I didn't have the right depth on it. Nice 74-gram zebra mussel. So far, the switch over to algae has not been the best. Been not a lot of interest on that rod. I was doing that mainly to get mussels. Is that a normal bream? Yeah, 1.8 bream. On a small hook with redworm. Small roach. Midday rough. They're usually a night fish. If you're curious where I am, we're way up here. This town's right here, so came all the way along the bank past the church. Probably about as far north as you can go. Probably should have locked 3 before I did this. But luckily this fish came up pretty quick. A nice little wild carp. That's a surprise. First one of those we've caught. And that's why you got the bong bong noise. I did not realize how far down with it down river that had gotten. Let's try bloodworms. I was going to say wild carp are typically a oilies thing. Another small bream. I think that's another fish I can chop up for fish pieces. Small mace just below a marker. Another small nace. Is that a rudd or a roach? That's a roach. Did get us some float fishing XP though. Do I see us at the evil number? No, 66.4. First float fish we caught of the day was number 22 though. Decent nace. Small bream. More fish pieces. Gonna have to go back to Oldburg and go eel fishing soon. Not even worth looking at small bream. Could also go over to Wolcott and go burbot, Neil, and bimba fishing. Probably go burbot fishing here. They've mainly been on live bait though. Yeah. That's F1, not 1. That's 4, not R. Decent nace? Yep. I'm actually curious. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got 38 trophies on this account. I was checking on my spin account a little bit ago and was curious. I thought we had more trophies on here than we did on there. And I was correct. Even though this account is 2.5 levels behind. I definitely have more trophies on this account than on the spin account. So there, when I saw the bite, I didn't right click to lift up. I just locked the reel and turned upriver and kind of used the current to help set the hook. Nice white bream. I had a feeling it was a bream. It looked like it pushed the float up rather than pulling it down like fish typically do. Bream tend to push it up. And I was too late. That's a decent fish. I don't want to lose it. 974. I pulled it out of the fish's mouth. Another small midday rough. Small roach. What do we have here? Nace? Yep, little nace. I honestly kind of want to try bigger hooks. Had better luck with bigger nace on bigger hooks. Probably a mussel. No, it's not. It's a tiny nace that just swam way downriver. I did switch rod 2 over to a size 19 hook. That's where I've caught my bigger nace before. And since we're seeing a good number of nace, I figured it was worth a try. Marker rough during the day. Is that a perch? Yep. Small roach. Small bream. You may have seen it. I locked this reel because I knew I was getting close to the end. I thought it was a lot closer to the last bit of line in the spool than I actually was. Another small non-marker bream. I think it was big enough to chop up though. It's got to be a 500 gram fish to get one 7-gram chunko fish. And if it's a 2-kilo fish, you still only get one piece of fish out of it. If you're successful. Somehow I've failed to cut up a over 1-kilo fish to get one 7-gram piece of fish to use for bait. It's the one thing I don't like. You would cut up that bream and get 10 pieces of bait to use out of it if you were going to. But it lasts forever. It's not like it degrades over time. If you use live bait, it does degrade over time. So you can get a bucket, and I call it squishing just because of the sound it makes. You can squish perch and crucian carps and gibbles and things like that, and fish with live bait at higher levels. And the bait bucket's kind of expensive. It's almost 1,000 silver if I remember correctly. Thought I just saw someone get a 255 gram Ruffe. I was about to be amazed. 255 gram Nace. And 108 gram Ruffe in the middle of the day. Again, just locked and turned to hook this fish. Looked a bit breamy style of bite. No, it was a nice Nace, 323 gram Nace. $70 gram Ruffe. It's a Sitchel? 548 gram Sitchel. 75 types of fish using a bolo. Evidently, that was my first bolo Sitchel. And the good old fun game of fireworks, car wreck on the highway. Or is it thunder already? Because we're supposed to get thunderstorms tonight. And I think it was a backfiring car. it looks like it's still a little bit early for the main part of the storm to get here. Yeah, it's still 100 or so miles away. Another small bream. Nope. Another Sitchel. Smaller one that time, though. Tempted to put mayflies on there. $300 nace. $28 rough. Probably need to switch rod 2 back to a smaller hook here in a second. $104 nace. Oh, there was a fish nibbling. Ooh, nice. Fishing board 666 just got a almost $800 nace. Size 22 with red worm on rod 2 instead of a 19. $40 in, over 40 fish. I was going to say, looked like 49, but I broke another bite. Small bream, not even worth looking at. 57-gram rough. Wanted to call it an ace, but I knew that was wrong. Didn't expect this to actually hook up. I don't know how long it had been on there. Under 9 grams sunfish. First bolo sunfish, evidently. Small rough. Another small rough. Small rough. Did I mention small rough? That might be a marker. Yeah, 66 gram. Four more fish should guarantee a fish a minute. Which we're fishing for stuff that's typically night fish here, so I would be surprised if we don't get four more fish. Although right now, we're not getting good quality fish at all. Got a couple of decent nace. Couple of okay rough. Couple of fish that'll be more valuable to us as fish pieces. The only reason I haven't cut them up yet is I want to see that 60 fish, that I can guarantee that fish per minute that I like to have. Another small rough. Come on, one more fish. Not surprised the bowler rod's gone kind of silent. I am surprised the bottom rods have gone silent. We're rigged up for rough and crayfish and mussels, which are usually nighttime fish, all of them, so. $309 nace. There we go. 48-gram rough. I thought it was a lot bigger than that. But that does get us up over a guaranteed fish a minute. So you do have to be careful when you're doing this. First one you chop up will be easy to make sure you're successful. But notice how it's now picked up the biggest bream I've got. I don't want to use that fish, so just kind of keep an eye on that as you go here. So yeah, there I had an 800-gram fish that I couldn't get one piece of 7-gram fish meat out of. Did get a few points in bait harvesting there, which is good. Another small bream. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We do have a bit of a run to get back to town. 51 minutes in anyway, so good stopping point. While it was quiet. Neighbor's yappy dog being a yappy dog outside at 10 o'clock at night. All right, we get to sell our 3 small rough here for 22, 23 silver. Didn't get a big roaches. Didn't get a number of perch. And didn't get anything else, but those rough weren't really worth anything, so definitely take the 22 silver from them. Got us over 100 silver for the day, so 106, 107 silver. Could have been better, could have been a lot worse. I'm guessing the bream was the most, actually. I thought the nace might be. But not a bad overall day. It was a 100 silver day. I'll take it. So hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.